Hi everybody, it's Money Saving Coupon Gal. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome to my channel. First, let me apologize. I am recording off my iMac computer in my craft room, and it's a hot mess behind me, and I know that, but it is what it is. I don't usually record in here because my craft room is always messy, but I'll explain why it's even messier now further into the video. But anyways, if you can just ignore this mess back here, I'd really appreciate it, and not leave me any nasty comments about it. That would be awesome. So anyways, I know it's been a hot minute since I posted a video, but I did end up getting sick, and it wasn't from shopping, as one person kept saying, oh, you're going shopping when you're not supposed to. We were not on lockdown here. We were still able to go to stores and everything. I ended up getting sick just as I predicted, because my husband actually worked with someone who tested positive, and then I ended up, I believe, getting it from him. So anyways, I was very sick for about 3 weeks there and stuff, and the weird thing was that, it was very hard to get tested. And when I went to get tested, they had said that my husband had heard at work that they were allowing airline employees to be tested and their families. So we went and we sat in line forever to go get tested. I had every symptom that they had said you could have, and my husband had none then, and they were like, no, we're not testing her. We're only testing the employees. And my husband's like, well, don't test me, test her instead, because she has every symptom. I have nothing. I'm fine. And the lady's like, sir, I told you we're not testing her. So then we left. I tried to get into the health department. They never called me back. I tried different places because I felt really bad. I mean, when I say I was sick, I was in bed 24 hours a day. I wasn't eating, nothing. I mean, I've never felt that bad before. And so, we ended up, a few weeks later, got tested. I still had some of the symptoms, but not many of them. And also, I couldn't even get in to see my doctor because the building they're in had shut down. And so they weren't allowed to be open. So I couldn't even see my doctor. And so anyways, so I was starting to feel better and stuff. Finally got in to be tested. And they did the throat swab. And found out, because they were going through Quest Labs, and talked to them, they said the test wasn't done properly, which I had a funny feeling that was going to be the case, because when we were in line, I noticed there was two ladies, and one lady kept redoing people, and I said, oh, it's kind of like she doesn't know what she's doing, or she's not swabbing right or something, because, why do they keep redoing these people? Well, obviously there's a way she either didn't get enough on the, whatever they're collecting, the saliva, whatever, on the swab, whatever. So they told me I need to go and have the test done again. So finally, by the time you get to test results, because you don't get them right away, so by the time you get test results, you're able to go back again and in line. By then I felt fine. So then they did the swab in the nose, which is very uncomfortable. It feels like they're tickling your brain with that cotton swab. And so we ended up, I had that test done, and then by the time I got the test results, it was negative. Which, of course, because this was like, a month and a half later or whatever, since I started feeling better, that I was able to really get the test. So thank God that, I wasn't worse, where I didn't end up needing to go to the hospital or anything. I just felt really, really horrible. So then, we were all in quarantine. My husband wasn't working as many hours, so he was home a lot, so I really didn't get to do videos. And then we decided to start the process of building our home, or buying a new home. I've been telling you guys we're going to get a new home and stuff. Well, we ended up finally flying. We're moving to South Carolina. We flew there, met with our realtor, and we looked at some homes. And first let me back up a little. While we were all quarantined, we were going to build our house from scratch, like design everything. And we found out that that is not only a very expensive way to go, especially if you don't have land yet, but also the person we were dealing with was a nice person. He owned the company, did not have very good customer service skills, would not call back, would not return texts, nothing. So it got to the point where I'm always the type that I think ahead. So I told my husband, if this guy is not getting back to us now, how is it going to be when we actually sign a contract with him and, you know, he's got some of our cash or whatever? Do we really want to go with someone like that? And even our realtor kind of agreed that he really needs to hire someone to do his customer service and to help customers, because he just doesn't do it. And he's not let me back up too. He said he's very good at what he does. He builds gorgeous homes, and he's only doing a couple at a time. So you would think like he should have time. So I guess you could look at it as that when he's building your home, he only deals with you and doesn't deal with anyone else. So that's good. But then it's bad if you're the person behind that person trying to get your house built. So anyways, it turned into a big mess. We sent him plans of houses that we liked. He was sending us stuff of totally opposite. I mean, one-story homes, just not what we were looking for. Like the master bathroom wouldn't have it wouldn't be the nice spa that we wanted. I want 2 stories. He was sending us plans for 1 story. It turned into a big thing. We decided to go a different route. And 2, he was kind of going at our top budget, which obviously wasn't a budget anyways, because we've gone over that now. But we gave him a budget of what we wanted the house, including the land, the whole thing to be done. Well, he was at the point where he was like at the top of our budget, and even I think 50,000 over before the land, and was like, this is all you get. You can't upgrade this, you can't do this, you can't do anything else. And we're like, well, we're building a home, we want to be able to do what we want to do. So obviously that wasn't the way for us to go, maybe because we want too much in a home, or we want too big of a home but I don't know. But anyways, I think we have a good budget. It's not like we have a very small budget. We have a good sized budget, so I'm not sure. But anyway, so we didn't go with him. So then we met with our realtor. We looked at some homes. I sent him some homes I was interested in. Found this one home we went to go see. Really loved it. Loved the inside. And the weird thing was they had paint. Not weird that they painted, but weird for me was that they had painted each room like a different color. And weird, when I say weird, that I loved it. And I like color in a room. So when I say weird too, it's because some of the colors were like, the family room was kind of like not a lime green, but sort of a lime green, but I don't know, everything just fit in this house. The kitchen was beautiful. It had, crown molding at the top of the cabinets, at the bottom of everything. It was just beautiful. But it said it was on an acre, and we got there, it was actually only on 1/4 of an acre. So Zillow lied on their thing. So anyways, we went, looked at several homes and stuff. We were there for 2 days, and when we were going home the 3rd day, I called my realtor and I said, if we extend our flight to later, can we look at some more stuff? And he said, sure. So we did that, and actually that turned out to be a good thing, because we found some land we like. It's in a cul-de-sac, which is nice. No more people flying down the street like it's a racetrack out here. And we, so far we're the first ones that have started designing the home, we found out. But I think some of the other lots are sold. So our lot is a little over 1 acre. The one next to us is 1 3/4 acres. And we were going to get that one because all the lots there, I think, were open when we went there, or available. I don't think any of them had sold. Well, no, I think there was a couple that had deposits down, but most of them were still available. But this side here, like when you're going in a cul-de-sac, on the left or on the right there's homes, because the street comes this way and then it turns right into our cul-de-sac. Well, those homes there, you could see the back of their backyard face the backyard of the other street. But our side backs into the woods, which I really wanted, because we even saw deer prints there and stuff. They have clay for the ground, which is going to be so much fun with dogs. But we saw deer prints in the clay and everything. I mean, I'm just so excited to be able to see wildlife and stuff. And so we chose on the left side, and we're in the cul-de-sac, but we're not in that, we're right next to that big one. So they had like 2 and then 2. So we decided not to get the bigger lot because I wanted to put that extra money into the house instead of into the land, because I really didn't think we needed that much land to begin with. So anyways, so we did that. We went and put a deposit down. As of today, we've already paid our earnest money and stuff. We went back this past Monday, met with the design center, and we chose things. We're still going back and forth on that. I will say, if you guys want a video of what you go through when you buy a house, let me know, because this is our first time. So we're doing it fresh-eyed. We've always just bought, a house that was already, there. We never built one. So with that said, it is very, it's exciting, but very confusing. And also, it just seems like they nickel and dime you for everything. So, like I said, if you're interested in hearing like what you go through when you buy a home, or what you can go through when you buy a home or something, or even the process of us doing our home, let me know, because we will be flying up there several times. We're going to be taking pictures of stuff, see how the progress is going. We're going to meet with inspectors. We have to do that, make sure the house is, being built right and everything else. So they said once you are done with the design center, which we're supposed to have everything into her today, or by Monday. She said, first she said, we met her last Monday. She said by Monday. Then she said, well, have it to me by Sunday night. And then another email, she said by Friday. So the days keep getting shorter, but the time frame we have to decide keeps getting shorter. But we also have been waiting on prices and answers to questions from her. So I don't think anything is going to get finalized today. But so once that's done, I guess they break ground like 60 days. But the nice thing is that they, since we were the first people to go to the design center, we got to choose the exterior of our house and everything without any restrictions, because I guess they don't allow the houses like next door or across from each other to be the same, and not style. But we are the only, that model home, we're the only one in there so far too that we've seen, because now people are buying the lots, and they showed, my husband saw somewhere where they showed which homes are going in there. Excuse me. And or maybe just in a neighborhood, and there's only a few of the model that we chose in there. So they don't allow you to do the same as, like I said, across the street or across or from next door to each other. So that was good, because we got to choose which one we wanted. We went with brick instead of all vinyl. We went with brick in the front and stuff. So we got to choose whatever color brick we wanted, which we did that. I have pictures of stuff that we decided, but then we found out later, like little things like, okay, the stairway, it's all half wall. For example, I'll give you of what you may experience. The staircase to go upstairs, you go up there, there's a landing, then you go up the stairs again. Well, they have a half wall, and we noticed in some pictures that there was a railing there. Now, some had wood spindles, some had wrought iron ones. Well, they don't offer the wood ones anymore. It's either the half wall or the iron ones, which I don't mind. And I think it'll kind of tie in to the outside, because the outside, you have a restriction on what kind of fence you can put in. So anyways, so get back to the railings. So we said, okay, we wanted the wrought iron. So that's an upgrade. And then we find out later, after I'm seeing some pictures, I said, wait a minute, can you do the second staircase too with railings? And they're like, oh yeah, but nobody tells you this. So if you don't ask questions, nobody will tell you, it seems like. So we said, no, we want to do the second one. Well, that one was even a higher upgrade than the first one. We're like, okay. And then my husband said, well, wait a minute, because that goes up to the landing. What about up when it gets to excuse me, when he gets to the staircase, it goes out on the landing some and then it turns. And he's like, well, what about the overlook, I think they call it, or something like that. He said, what about that? And I said, well, she never mentioned about that you could upgrade that. So I asked, and come to find out you can upgrade that. So my husband's like, well, I would rather have it all be wrought iron, not wrought iron and half wall and stuff. So we're going to do the whole. So that's just some of an example of things that you have to ask about. I mean, there's different things that you have to ask about. But anyways, if you want a video, let me know and stuff. So now that our house is supposed to be done by the end of March, which to some may sound like, oh wow, you got a long ways to go. But trust me, since we started this process, it has gone like this, just so quick. And I told my husband, we have a 4-bedroom house here. And we got a family room full of stuff, front room, the bedrooms are all full. I have a storage unit full. We have our stuff, my mother-in-law's stuff from her house, everything else. So we have a lot, and I want to downsize a lot before we move. I do not want to be paying movers to move anything that doesn't mean something to me. So that's kind of why this is like this too. I'm starting to pull stuff out. I got to start packing it up. I'm going to start packing up stuff that I'm not really using. You know, I have so many die cuts, so many, you know, stamps, stuff like that, that I don't use on a regular basis. I'm going to just start packing this whole room up. And I have stuff in another bedroom where I do my videos and stuff like that. So I have a lot that I need to pack up. Our stuff, the dog stuff, my mother-in-law stuff. But yeah, so it's just crazy. You have to start packing everything up and everything. And so that's what I've been doing lately. Anyways, this is going to conclude this. Like I said, if you want to hear about what you go through when you're building a house, or if you just want to hear what we're going through and what our house is going to look like and stuff, leave a comment below, like the video or something, and I will be sure to do that. So thanks everyone for watching. I've missed you guys. I'm so glad. I hope I can start doing these videos again on a regular basis, because I really have missed you guys. So anyways, until next time, bye everyone.